Hello YouTube. Today we're going to be watching 5 couples rank themselves based on compatibility. If you like the video, hit your boy with a like. Maybe even subscribe. But if not, oh well. Come back later. I might have some for you. But without further ado, let's get into it.
We definitely felt like there was a certain couple that liked to yap a little more than others. So they're married, like they win.
We all kind of like look similar, like siblings are dating, right?
How many times a week do you guys have sex?
I think we're the same kinks.
But
We definitely felt like there was a certain couple that liked to yap a little more than others.
5 seconds into the video and they're already throwing shade? People can't talk?
This was really good couples. It was really hard to determine like who wasn't a good couple, really.
No, it was easy for me. There was one that we should have put at the very end.
Oh, this guy is a shit talker. She seems cool, but this guy seems like he likes to talk a lot of shit. Me personally, I fuck with that.
My name's Vanessa. I'm 20 years old, and this is.
I'm Drew, I'm also 20, and we met like 7 years ago, like in middle school. And it's like a slow burn thing. So we just started dating.
Yeah,
fun
a
stuff.
year ago, yeah, but
Yeah.
we've known each other for a really long time.
Hi, my name is Alex.
I'm Simran.
We've been married for 3 years. We actually met on Bumble a little bit after COVID.
I'm 27 and you are?
Oh, I'm 31.
Hi guys, I'm Max.
Say, check.
oh, I'm Daisy. Hi.
Yeah, and I'm 22. I just turned 22 today, so
Happy birthday!
thank you.
I'm 19, and we met on Hinge, but that's only the
Oh,
meeting
we got
part.
2 dating
I'm Henry Bone.
couples.
This is.
I'm Kaima.
I'm 21.
I'm also 21, but I'm older by 6 months.
We met on Bumble, actually too. So shout out
Nice.
Bumble.
Let's go,
dude, yeah.
We've been together for like a year and a month.
I'm Talia.
I'm Aaliyah.
I'm 20.
I'm
We got a gay
22.
couple. Let's go. We got representation in here.
Yeah.
But we're like the
Or
one
dating apps?
success story from there. So we've been together for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Coming up on that.
I definitely want to put them like number one. Like
Yeah, I think so.
they're married, like they win. And but also look like, but look, they're matching.
Do you guys have any kids?
We do. We have a son who's gonna be 2 in July. So
2? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're definitely in the front.
Like aesthetically, you guys like match.
Yeah, they
Appreciate
So
look
like,
good
go
together.
in front.
Okay, let's look at the synergy of these couples right here. So we got the gay couple all the way on the left. We got the interracial couple right beside them. The Asian couple. Shout out to all my Asians. I love y'all. Y'all are great peoples. We got the married couple with children. They're clearly number one. There's no way they're not number one. We're ranking them by compatibility. If they're married and they're not number one, there's a problem. And then we got the shit talking couple. Personally, I think this guy might say the N-word in front of his girlfriend and she kind of just laughs it off. That's the dynamic that they seem like they have going on. I'm not gonna lie.
you guys are probably in the best spot right there, just because you guys have known each other the longest, and it's kind of been like that slow burn kind of
Oh, yeah.
love story.
Like up here, like I actually thought, like as soon as I saw Drew and Vanessa, I just thought that they like looked like a very compatible couple based on appearance wise. And I also thought that Simon and Alex looked very just cohesive.
Going by that logic, I think they should move up.
Yeah.
Because they're also siblings are dating.
You guys
I'm thinking for individuality, we're different. We're different, guys. We're different. You can only go up from here.
True. Real.
Only go up from here.
You know, I prefer not to look like my significant other. That's just up to me.
Fair.
But to each their
I like
own, you
that.
know. Some people, you know, are into the twin
individuality.
vibes.
I think we're good.
Make it look cute, make it look cute.
Whoa. Just straight
Do
into
you guys
sex.
believe that sex without love is satisfying?
This is my first boyfriend, so he's like my first, you know, good stuff, you know, and all that. In my personal experience, this is like what I imagine like the best being. Anything that like, I want to try, anything, he's like always very open, and it's like the environment that I always saw myself being in, so.
Well, I want to.
Do we think he looks good at sex, chat? He's standing like a character model, but He might be good at sex chat.
Move them to second, just because I like their and still first. Because I mean, you guys made a baby, and like you guys must like.
Yeah, because they're each other's first love. So I feel like their sex is like
I'd agree
more
with that.
more passionate.
So like,
'cause
come
they're
on,
first.
skip.
I would also like to add, I, have had sex with men in the past, but I think that there's like a deeper connection and it's more like, I don't know, just emotional, like with women.
I don't like their hair. I don't like their hair. Why did their hair has no volume to it? They both look like they just got out of the pool or something.
Me.
Yeah, so I think you should go right
In
between us.
Yeah.
Because when it's love, it's love. You know.
For a long time, I was just not in a good space. And like I've always known I liked women, but I think the validation and wanting to feel like wanted, like put me in some situations with like men that I didn't, really want to be in. But then it's like when you like accept yourself and like are able to like experience what you actually like feel inside, and like that was like with women, and then with like Aaliyah, it's just been like.
Sorry, I don't mean to like interrupt her or cut her off, but I hate these purple rain shirts. Everybody has one. What's the point? They look goofy. It's not drip. Why are you wearing it? Go get your own drip. Stop copy and pasting what you see other people getting from the mall. It's a mall shirt. It's a mall shirt. It's like wearing Walmart drip and then thinking you're special because you're wearing Walmart drip. Anybody can get it. Let's put a fit together.
It just feels right, like,
How many times a week do you guys have sex?
Oh Lord.
I knew someone was gonna ask this question.
So is this pre or post baby?
You can give us both.
Pre baby, it was like probably 5-6 times a week. Post baby, now we'll get lucky if it's like once a week or once a week.
Once a month.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly depends. Like when we have more free time, like we'll try to get it in as much as possible.
The baby's sleeping.
Yeah, but like when it's crazy, like sometimes it could be once a month, and it's like there's just nothing you can do about it, kind of thing. Like, yeah, the urge is there, and like you're like, I wish I could do it, but it's like you get busy with the baby and whatever. So
We do live together. So even before, it was like he's either at my house.
He is drilling her shit. He is cooking her shit daily. I bet you.
Or like I'm at his house. And even then it was like every
Multiple
time.
times a day.
Gotta end the night off, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like we're always on the same page, and actually we don't like live near each other at all. We take turns to like drive to each other, but to us, it's like if we're up for it, we're up for it. But we're very strict, like very like emotional. It's still great, kind of different kinks, but that's just. We're very compatible in that aspect.
I think we're the same kinks.
But what about you guys? Like, do you see each other often?
What about you guys?
Oh
We
yeah.
live like 2 minutes away
Yeah, we
from
live
each
2 minutes.
other. So, I mean, we can go over
They-
to each other's
yeah,
houses
they
like
grew up.
whenever. And like we go to the same school right now. So,
So yeah.
we're kind
How
of,
important is it to you guys?
I mean, it's kind of like, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
We're not.
better.
We
if
don't
it's, like-
force it
yeah.
or anything. So if it happens and it does, and then we're like, oh.
Guys, I really think he says the N-word. I can't shake this feeling that he just lets it fly. Like, not even listening to rap songs or anything. I think he might just say it. Like, it's just a regular part of his conversation. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
We live together, so I don't know. I would say like every other day. I would say.
And depending on the week, it could be like every day
Right.
or every other day. Yeah.
I do think that I don't know. I feel like it's an emotional connection. Like I've cried during like just because of being so like emotional and so like just thankful for her, and like I don't know. I think it can be a really like powerful experience in our situations.
Are you crying after? Like you guys?
We're both really, really emotional people. I'm the type of person where I
How big do you think it is? Pause. But like, it's gotta be like 7-8, man. He's in there. Sorry.
never want to get vulnerable unless somebody gives me something first. So he kind of just like lays it out, and then I'm like, oh my baby, like I feel like this too, and it's like stuff like that. Yeah.
Based on sex compatibility, I'd move them to the front.
Yeah.
In agreement with that? Yeah.
I mean, you guys cry too if you go up there?
I'd move them to second.
I would
I'm
move
cool
you
with
guys
that.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We came up.
Became like the baseline of
I think maybe you guys can move up, honestly. Because the way it looks right now is just like kind of like how often, just by that case, I guess you guys can move up.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Like
We'll move.
3?
Yeah.
I feel like we should hear from them since they're like medium, like long distance kind of couple, and like how does that like affect this?
I feel like physical intimacy, it does, when we do see each other, it does help us like rebond and connect us a lot more.
I feel like since we're not able to see each other like as often, every time we actually like sleep on FaceTime every day. So like I feel like I have a virtual boyfriend, but whenever I see him in person again, like I just fall in love with him like over
Yeah,
and
it's
over.
different. Like you just want to like keep touching them.
I feel like they should move up since they don't get to do it, and it's like more special for them when they get to see each other and like because they're long distance.
Okay.
So where do you want to move them?
I don't know, maybe above us. I don't know. What do you?
What are we doing, guys? Why did we just move the married couple to the back? I'm not understanding. Also, she's in drip. She's dripped out. I forgot her name, but she dripped out. So is he. The white guy that says the N-word though, he looks like he's about to go bowling.
What do you think?
I think it's good right there. I mean, I like their answer because they're just saying like you don't need the physical touch. Like you have like the intimacy, like just socially. Like you don't need.
They were able to.
You can mimic. Yeah, you don't need it.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
I'm kind of surprised, like what, like that
Oh,
we're
Daisy.
here, because like
Daisy
your
got
guys'
drip.
answers, like I was like they're for sure gonna be like up more.
It's very much so. I would say when it comes to like our intimacy, it's very much me more so like, oh, I want to try this. I want to do this. I want to do that. He's like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah. Occasionally he'll be like, babe, let's try this, and I'm like,
I don't really talk about sex often, and it kind of just makes me like, you know, and I don't really like putting it out there, so I feel like maybe I just undersold
That's because you got that monster meat.
What did he say?
in my scoring sheet, you know, but I'm kind of fine with just being in the middle.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
relationships are not traditional and they're not the way they used to be. So physical is what can really throw that. The sex and all of that can throw everything off in a relationship.
Yeah, has any couple like have challenges with trust in their relationship?
a little bit. I just think that I naturally, in my life, I've never really fully allowed myself to trust anybody. I would say family members are very limited with my trust as well. I only trust like 2 people in my family with my entire heart and being. I would say I trust like maybe 1 or 2 friends fully. So I've never trusted anyone on the extent that I've trusted him. So I feel like there's some things where I do get very weary, but once I do talk about it and I communicate that with him, like the trust is like there.
I feel like I'm the same way. I trust her with my whole life. Like if my life was on the line and I had to call anybody or pick anybody, it would be her. But I'm the same way. Like a lot of my family, I don't trust them with my feelings just because of past traumas and things that have happened. So to have somebody in my life that I can 100% trust and know that she's always going to be there for me, like that's worth more than its weight in gold. So.
Well, I think you guys should move up.
Yeah, can we have you number 1? Like you guys are for lifers. Like go all the way up there, like all the way.
You guys can probably be number 1.
What kind of boundaries do you guys have for like a close friend, if like that they could be interested in?
I feel like with guys, at least from like people I know, like it's pretty easy to tell when there's like kind of a malicious intent in a man, like, oh, like, what's up, girl? I'm your boy best friend. Like, where my hug at? You know, that's different. You know, you can tell those type of guys a mile away.
I don't know if it's ever that obvious though, because I don't know. Drew was my guy.
She be cheating. She's a cheater, and he says the N-word, so they just need to break up now. Sorry.
My best friend, and like I fell in love with him, and I don't know, it's never like that obvious. Well, he's not allowed to have any girl best friends. That's just not allowed. Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm the same way. I'm not gonna have a guy best friend. Like that's crazy.
I felt we didn't like hear enough from like you guys, so I wanted to hear like what you guys have like.
Well, I don't. In our relationship, it doesn't matter. Like I don't care who she hangs out with, as long as she tells me, communicates with me, and as long as it's not an ex. But we're very communicate. But yeah, I don't care who she hangs out with. I trust her.
Okay, as lesbians, it's a very like common occurrence for lesbians to be friends with their exes, and it's so normalized and it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Like I don't care that we're all women. Like it doesn't matter. No.
I feel like it's easier to ask like, how do you guys feel about porn in a relationship? Like, are you guys cool with it? Are you guys not cool with it? Like, I mean, me personally, I don't care if she watches porn or not. I feel like watching porn is way better than going out and cheating on your significant other with somebody. So it's like, if you have an itch or if you have an urge, it's better to watch porn and have that type of release.
So we actually have a very interesting thing that we do. We don't mind porn at all, and sometimes we watch it together on FaceTime. Yeah, I let him do whatever he wants to do. He lets me do what I want to do. We're both very free souls, so we don't like when other people hold us down or like tell us not to do something.
I think we should move them up because I liked their answer about the porn answer. That was funny.
I also think you guys should move up as well. Yeah. Because you guys like just don't give a fuck. So like, just straight up.
I'd put you a 3.
3?
I personally would.
Yeah.
And we're back here because, you know, we're not allowed to do stuff.
Not like we're
I think it's pretty accurate just because like with marriage there are a bunch of boundaries.
They keep getting moved to the back. Come on. Let's get right. Maybe they need a divorce, chat.
To a certain extent, not spoken, but you just know you're not supposed to do things when you're married, so it makes sense if we're at the way bottom for that.
How long did it take everybody to get like locked in? Like, cause I know you guys known each other, but when you guys like first knew that you're like, oh, I'm into them. So how long was that mini talking, like romantic talking stage?
Probably like years. Well, we both were like dating other people at the time, but we were like still friends and stuff. So it was kind of just like weird, but I don't know. What do you want to say? Like a couple months?
I mean,
like when it was like
from
actually.
when we were both single, it was like it was like 3 months.
He asked me on a second date, so is this gonna be for real? I'm down, are you down? And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never had somebody like me this much that they were like, I'm willing to lock down.
Literally before her date, I just like, I think like a week or 2 ago, I had a date with another girl and like, it was cool, but I never really like, I never felt that connection with her. And then I went to her date and oh my God, like I immediately was like, this woman is like everything. I was so geeked. It showed me like, wow, this is someone that I actually dig compared to like someone I didn't really feel too much for, you know? And then immediately, like after that date, like I tried to hit her up for another one. I was like, hey, I want to be in a relationship with you. Like, I don't want to just talk, let's just do it. And she was like, okay.
You're both living together right now?
Yeah, we both live together right now.
Like at your own house or?
I moved in with him.
At your parents' house?
Yeah, at my parents' house, yeah. We have our own like room downstairs.
Yeah. So that's like another big thing is like, even though you do have your own room, like your own section, having your own, like whether it's an apartment or a studio or something, when it's just you two in the house and you both had a bad day and you got under each other's skin, like things can go south very fast. So it's just learning like each other's boundaries when you do
game,
have confrontation
chat. Listen,
and there's
in.
nowhere else to go.
I'm actually a person that is really hard to like commit prior to this. And I never thought about marriage. I really did not want to get married at all before this relationship. And I actually gave him an 8-year plan. I told him that if you do not marry me in 8 years, I will leave you. Because I'm a person that, I mean, obviously prioritizes my career, and I don't want a man that's not going to commit to me and not gonna like fulfill his promises. So I told him that, and he's gonna fulfill it.
This guy has literally a time limit to figure his shit out, but you can't force things like that. Everything needs to happen organically. Like, some people never get married. And she's like putting unnecessary pressure in a relationship.
It's just how we work, you know. Everybody works in a different way. Hopeless romantics might be like, oh, we're gonna love each other forever. But I don't like making promises I can't keep.
In my past relationships, it was hard to, I guess, stay motivated because you always like, you know, get veered off track because, you know, you guys are doing other things. But for me and Daisy, our relationship, it keeps me motivated, so I do enjoy it.
Okay,
You think he's the bottom? I think she might be. Or, not the bottom. I think she's the dom. She's the dominant one. Definitely. She be getting him right. In his right mind.
Very happy with them at #1 because
Yeah. Good advice too. I like that advice.
They keep getting put in #1 or #2, and then they keep getting moved all the way back to the back. Why do we keep putting them up front? That I don't know. That's kind of scary.
What do you guys think our ranking should be? Because I think you guys are like.
I think
Because you guys have the most
Let's
credibility.
make them do it.
Yeah, you guys do. I feel like you two can still be up forward because you live by yourselves, right? You said you live together.
We live with her mom. Her
mom. And then you guys like in the same place.
Yeah, the same place.
Yeah, I feel like you two can move up
Yeah.
because you guys have made that commitment to live with each other. And then you 2 to 3. I feel like.
Yeah, we can move you 2 to 3
Yeah.
right here.
Welcome.
I mean, I'd hope we were first since we're married, but
I think it makes sense because we've been together probably the least amount of time in the group, so I think that that speaks for itself.
And we haven't like lived together either.
Yeah.
So.
But the 8-year plan, no.
I think a lot of them were still in like their honeymoon stage, except for the married couple. They got their shit together.
Yeah, they're real.
They're badass.
They know what
for
they're
sure.
doing.
Some of the younger people, I mean, we're young too,
Yeah.
but like we can't really talk as well.
Yeah, like it is hypocritical for us to say like, oh, we haven't experienced as much for that, but I just feel like some people are so like rose-colored glasses, like, oh my God, he's literally my first boyfriend, and we're gonna be together forever and ever.
Because like I said the same thing about like
He's
my
still
first
talking
boyfriend, and he said the same thing about his first girlfriend. It's like once you're with that first person, you're like, oh my gosh, like they're my person, but like you don't know.
Okay, so,
okay, so
make your bets right now. Who do you think is the best overall couple? Personally, I'm rooting for the guy with the horse meat. Don't know their names. But the girl in the black shirt, guy in the red shirt. The married couple is cool, I guess, but I really really want it to be my interracial twins.
So has everyone had the children talk, like if you want kids? Or,
Like, does anyone have any like disagreements as a couple in that aspect?
I guess for us, one of the biggest issues, we're both from different cultures. I'm full Indian, I come from a really Indian background, and he's Guatemalan. So
that's crazy.
when our cultures had to come together,
Oh, she was
it's two
Hispanic.
different religions, Hindu, Christian. So we did kind of experience a little bit of friction when trying to get the families together to understand like the different customs, the different cultures, but eventually like when you want something to work, you find that compromise and that balance to make it work. It's a melting pot. We make it mesh.
I think because we're pretty early on in our relationship too, and I come from like Christian background. I'm pretty Christian. I grew up Christian, and Daisy's actually like she's atheist, right?
I'm not really.
Agnostic?
I'm not. Religious.
Yeah, she like currently we have like some like disagreements in that aspect.
Well, it's just where I was raised. My family had like a kind of different view on it. I'm not like 100, because right now it's really early on, but in the future I'm not like completely closed off to the idea, because I accept that that is his religion, and that if that is what he wants, I will support him. So it's not really like a huge issue.
If you want things to work out, like you will compromise somehow. You know, like if we're meant to be, then it's gonna work out no matter what.
Have you guys ever experienced like people kind of disagreeing with like you just being together, or like kind of just been like about anything, you know?
My dad's Muslim and my mom's Christian. Everyone always asks like, how does that work? It doesn't. They're not together. But my mom's really supportive, but my dad's a little, you know, like, it's gonna take some time. He still calls her like my friend, and like, you know, so it's just kind of, that's something we've had to like, I've come to terms with. Like, I can't force you to accept me. Like, this is my person, and like, accept it or don't. So I think that's one like challenge that we face with that.
I definitely think for that they should probably move up to number 2, because despite all the like challenges you guys are facing and everything, like you guys are living together, you guys are setting up for your future, despite what anyone says.
No, I agree. I agree. Number 2 is a good spot.
I agree.
Yeah, very happy.
Get on up here.
For me, whenever I do go over to her home, her mom's mostly there, and so I'm really cool with her mom.
I thought they lived together. What do you mean when you go over to her home? Do they not share a space? Am I tripping? Didn't they say they live together?
Her dad, just because like the things that, you know, she's told me and everything, but still cordial, still respectful and nice, and he's still nice to me, treats me good, and hopefully leads to, you know, getting over the friend or thinking it's a phase, but just taking it day by day.
Well, as long as I'm staying next to her, I don't care what spot I'm in.
I feel like this makes sense because it not only went off of like how we felt about each other, but how we felt about ourselves. And me as a person, I do struggle with my own self-image. So as soon as it was made aware that this was based off of ourselves as well, I was not expecting the first one because it is something that I work on a daily basis, and it's something that he helps me with as well.
I thought you guys would have been higher, honestly.
I'm on the same boat. I have a lot to work on myself. Then through her, I've been working on it little by little, and I still know I have a lot to accomplish when it comes to working on
We're
myself.
gonna get a divorce
So
after this.
it can only go up from here, like you said at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
This is the
I'm
end
not
of the
really too
relationship.
surprised because if it is based on ourselves, there are a lot of things that I would like to improve and change about myself. So thanks.
I guess like shows how much we love each other's imperfections at the same time, because not all of us are gonna be T to T compatible. We're gonna have things that say I'm more introverted, you're more extroverted. He's gonna bring that out of me. So there's gonna be a difference, but that doesn't mean that's bad.
Yo, congrats. You guys
I know, like for me, like when it comes to like personal,
Yes, sir.
obviously I'm not
Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month to these two. They won. Ally.
perfect, but like prior to getting into a relationship, I was celibate for like 6 months, and I did a lot of like work. I went to therapy for like years before, and I feel like I'm very self-aware, and I know what I need to work on and need to improve. And I've used like a lot of the techniques and everything that I've learned like in therapy and just like experiences in life. And like to really like make this relationship like work and make it really healthy. It's like the most healthy relationship I've ever been in.
About to propose.
Like we don't fight, we like argue, but like even then it's like.
But we like come together, we talk it out, and like we just have slight disagreements, and then we just work through it.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
I think we're really compatible.
Very.
And I just don't think that people understand how compatible we really are. I think we both have the same sense of humor. We both have the same goals in life.
Weren't they in the back almost every time? Hold on.
Me more
Yeah.
so.
Second to last.
Way bottom for that.
For me personally,
I put you at 3.
Not spoken, but you
Second to last. How'd they get second place? I'm not understanding. They were second to last on everything, and they got second place.